serious effort to improve.
Did you notice a different feel for the players, especially in front of a crowd like this?
A little bit. Part of it is and I thought they did a good job avoiding the distractions when you consider or you compare it to the other things that we've done this spring. I mean, basically they got up bright and early, took a bus. The coaches were already up here and then came here, did autographs, then did warm up, then had a game. So I really thought pretty good, and from that standpoint, I think better than I expected.
And it was a bit of a run through for the coaches too. Your first chance in a game situation with guys in the booth and doing what you're doing.
Well, we were trying to do the booth thing. Somehow our headphones wouldn't hook up here or whatever. So and there's a buzzing and it's the worst connection possible. So eventually we waved the white flag and surrendered on that and just sort of eyeballed it on the field, and everybody offered some input. But no, the headphones didn't work out real well.
You might have been asked this question, Coach, before we came in, but just your overall thoughts of what you saw from your team today.
I thought we had pretty good effort. I thought we had some guys hesitate and try to make too much happen. It's kind of like if a hitter in baseball were to go up and check swing each time. We had some check swingers, and then of course the results were poor. And so now next time they need to not worry about making a mistake and go full tilt. And then saw some guys do some good things out there and play a little better here than they do in practice. And those guys need to get it every day in practice. If they want to have steady improvement from that, they got to do it every day in practice. I think we need to play tougher on the offensive line. And then I'm sure Coach Bresky is overall, I thought we ran to the ball good on defense, and then, of course, you had Mays, who turned out to be a sack specialist. Mays didn't hesitate, and then I'm sure defensively they're looking a little bit on the explosives. Why a couple of the plays went as long as they did.
Would you say, out of your first team offense, that scrimmage-wise, anyways, this was the most impressive they were throughout the spring?
I think for the first group and Jeff Toole, I thought it was the best consistent run.
The number of receivers who played with the first team today, is that normal for you? Is that the amount, 7, 8 guys rotating in and out? Do you expect to see that during the season?
8 probably. 8. Two at a position. Basically, if a guy really come in, because you want a guy as fresh late in the game as early, and then if a guy's kind of a really overpowering player, he might play 2/3 and his backup play 1/3. But if they're pretty even, then it's kind of, we'll go half and half.
Some of the catches Marquise Wilson made today, and is that kind of what separates him from other guys?
Well, it did today, although Dominic Williams was, I thought was just as impressive. And I think the two of them need to be guys that can consistently do that in practice. If they want to be good players that periodically make great catches, well, that's where they're at right now. If they want to be guys that can do it consistently and be great receivers, because right now they're good receivers. They're not great receivers; they're good receivers. If they want to be great receivers, they need to practice and play with that sense of urgency every snap of practice, and that's the difference between great ones. Because then you take the threshold they played at some today, and you improve from there. And right now. We're improving from some level a little below that because we don't get that consistently in practice. But I thought it was impressive today, and it was nice that was revealed. So now we can know what to expect and push to make common occurrence.
How do you get that out of a guy as a coach?
Well, now that it's revealed that they're capable of it, we'll just stick that on film, and anything short of that will get their attention a little bit. Yeah, so kind of a botch on their part to reveal they're capable of that, because now they kind of armed us with a little bit. No, they really played well, and they were key downs, and they did some really impressive catches. And I thought to see both of them come out here and merge, play really hard, I thought was really good.
You guys still have the practice on Tuesday, but really from here on out, what do you hope your players are able to accomplish and more grasp the system before they come back in the fall?
The biggest thing, we need to give them as many tools as we possibly can to go into the off season to to work on and polish their skills on. And if and if they do that and work really hard, then we're going to come back when we start camp significantly better than we are now. And that improvement's going to be critical for this team. And so that's part of it. And then the other thing with this being a big scrimmage, I like having the practice afterwards so you could watch and digest the film and then make corrections and adjustments based on what we see on the film.
Is the progress with this group from the time you started where you'd like it to be going into this 4-month gap where you won't be with them?
Never is, but I think we've steadily improved. I think we're a little ahead of probably what I expected, and I think that we've made a lot of progress. You go from day one to now. I think we're way ahead of that, but this is, you never get to where you want. I mean, we're here and that's fine, but if we, strive to be further than that, we need to continue that. This is a starting point. This is a far cry from any destination.
With Connor obviously missing a lot of contact during spring and such, where do you see the quarterback battle being? I know you said that you'll decide in the fall, but is Jeff got to be the front runner right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, if we were to play today, Jeff would be our starter. But the thing is they're all going to go, work and develop their skills and all that, and then, we're going to, stick it in the bag and shake it up and see who walks out in camp. And we're going to have the luxury of doing that for about 2 weeks, and then after that, we're going to have to prioritize the reps in order to really allow somebody to develop.
Talk about you've been other places and you're still relatively new. Talk about the excitement that was out here today.
I thought it was really impressive. As a matter of fact, I'm still kind of wondering what the action was like up there by the Pepsi Pavilion, because we had them all lined up there and everything else, and you could tell where this stadium would be pretty darn loud if it was a little tighter and on top of you. But no, I thought it was a great setting and great environment, and as a matter of fact, enough people in traffic. I got here later than I wanted for those warm-ups. It was we kind of got bustled in because there was a long line. So I can't say enough about our fans showing up, and I thought it was really good. I thought it was an impressive showing.
You guys good?
Thanks, Coach.